All right, we're going to test some paints today. Any idea what we're going to look for? Stay tuned and find out. All right, we're going to do something different for our midweek tutorial this week. We are going to do a paint test. For lack of what to call it, I decided to call it a paint test. Most of the time, I find that when I use a metallic color like a silver or a gold or something like that, they tend to be quite translucent colors. So they take many, many coats of paint to get a good coverage. So generally, I will put a color under them. I was taught by an art teacher many years ago to put down the color of paint to either warm up or cool down my metallics to make them fit in with whatever I'm painting, whatever the rest of the colors on the canvas or the item are. I also do this because in a lot of brands of paint, the metallic colors cost sometimes quite a bit more than the standard colors. So we're going to test the two golds and two silvers I have. I have Ceramicoat in metallic 14 karat gold. I have brushed metal in brushed gold. I have Deco Art Dazzling Metallics in Shimmering Silver, and I have brushed metal in brushed silver. And I have already put down my colors of undercoat paint, and I've done two. I want to see it on both paper and wood in case there's a difference. I don't know if there will be. So I have white, which I know white on white paper is hard to see, black, a blue, a gray, a yellow ochre type color, a red, and a green. And I'll have the exact colors and pictures of the bottles on the blog post. And since these craft sticks were too narrow to do 4 colors on each, I'll do a silver stick and a gold stick. And I'll probably paint those off camera. So let's go ahead. I'll do the first one on and then I'll do the rest off probably. Let's start with Ceramicoat in metallic 14 karat gold. I'm going to put it onto a palette over here off to the side. I have a brush and I am going to paint a nice thick coat all the way across. And I'm going to try and be quite generous. The bottom paints have been drying since yesterday afternoon, so they are good and dry. They won't smear. And I may come back and do a second coat to get good coverage. I will do one stick. Let's see, let me lay down a piece of paper and I can lay this down. A little more paint. But I thought this would be kind of interesting, and it will. I wondered for a while if it really does make a difference to put the different colors under. So I'm answering a question I had, and I hope it's a question that some of you had. All right, now if this dries and I feel I need more paint, I will put another coat on. Let me put this off to the side. Put this off to the side. Excuse me, I don't know what's wrong with my sinuses today. And I will, after I turn the camera off, write down which one is which on here. So this is the brushed metal in brushed gold. These are both gorgeous colors. Oh, my head. Oops, I'm forgetting the white is there. But I wanted to have white paint down, not just the white paper, in case it reacts differently. You can see how translucent this paint is, though. I'm hoping the camera's picking that up. I'm hoping you guys saw, oh, I bet you didn't even see me put down that first row of paint. Sorry about that. I meant to check that. Well, I will try to remember to check as I am painting the rest of them. All right, that one is that. Let's go ahead. I'll move this forward, but not too far. And let's do a silver. Let's do Dazzling Metallics in Shimmering Silver. I'll probably need to do the wood piece off camera for the silver, simply because it's going to be very difficult to get that much stuff under camera. This one actually has much better coverage. All right, I'll do, like I said, I'll do the wood one off camera. So let's get the, that was that one. Let's get the brushed metal. And this is a much darker silver, which you'll hopefully see when I get under camera here. But it's much more translucent. All right, I am going to paint the 2 strips of paint on the wood, going just like the others, and then I'm going to let this dry completely, and I'll come back and we'll take a look at it. All right, my paint is completely dry. I decided to just do 1 coat of the metallic over the other colors, just so we could really get a look at how it covers. On the wood especially, you would need to do 2 coats, but that is pretty common when you're painting wood. You need more coats. But let's look at this a little bit. Let's see, I've got all the colors under the screen. I'm not sure how well the camera is going to pick it up, either the video camera or my still camera when I take pictures, but there's definitely a slight bit of color coming through, and like the ones over the blue definitely are, they take on a cooler cast. So if you have a project where you need a cooler color, that works. I really think this really does show that those colors do show through, like the gold over, both the golds over the yellow ochre color, the sunset, golden sunset I think it's called. Colors, I'll have pictures of the colors in the blog post. This looks like a richer gold. Same with the silver over the gray. They look richer. When you put them over black, they look a little more aged. It looks more like an old gold or an older silver. The gold over the blue, it doesn't really matter. I don't really see a lot of difference there from anything else. But the silver over the blue, it makes it colder. It makes it look really neat. I like that effect also. Over the green, I think the silvers look pretty good over the green and the red. The gold, if you want a warm gold, I think a second coat of the gold over the red would look really nice, and it would make a nice warm, worn gold. And the wood is the same thing. I'm seeing the same thing. It's just a little duller. It doesn't have the shine because it does need a second coat. Overall, I'm really happy with how this turned out. It does prove that maybe my art teacher was right, that this does make a difference in our painting and our crafting. You'll have to make the decision for yourself. Does it make enough of a difference to do this? I am going to continue to do just like I have been doing, but I'm glad I tested it because I've been doubting, been thinking lately, does it really make a difference? And yeah, I think it does. In person anyway, it does make a difference. And I am going to actually put both of these into my bin with my paints so that I can refer to them when I want to paint something with a metallic color. And if you decide to play with paints, let me know how it worked out for you. What colors did you like underneath? If you enjoyed the video, be sure and leave a like, leave me a comment. Are there other paint tests you'd like to see? Other things that you've heard or you've seen me do that you want me to test and see if it really does work, really does make a difference? Be sure and check the blog post for photos and information about colors and stuff. If you enjoy my content and you haven't subscribed, I encourage you hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you know when I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.